Good morning. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good this morning. I'm doing real good. I'm doing good. Want to tell everybody Lucille's daughter and niece podcast. Take it or leave it.
Well, you take what you need, leave what you don't
Yes, and we want to say subscribe, tell a friend,
to tell a
share.
friend.
And we definitely want y'all to put in our inbox some questions and some topics we could do. So we we open. We ain't got no, we ain't biased to it. So you know,
So, hitting on today's topic,
yes, ma'am.
deal breakers. Today's
Mm,
topic is deal breakers, whether
yes,
that
ma'am.
be in friendships, relationships, setting boundaries with your family, whatever, deal breakers.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
have you learned to no longer accept? What
Yeah,
is something that at this point, if it pops up, you be like, yep, nope, red flag, time to go.
yeah. I'm at the place where it's like I'm sitting here like I can't give people too many double chances. If you
Oh,
show me, I'm just that's just where I'm at. Well, a deal breaker for me, I'm believing what I see the first time.
yes.
I just feel like we're too old to keep playing this game. We did this and learned, and like I did mistakes growing up when I was younger. I'm
Right.
grown as hell. Like, when are you going to get the picture, the message? So I'm just at the point where if you show me that, I'm gonna believe what I see the first time. I'm sorry, I can't give no more. What's the word?
Chances.
Passes. Yeah,
Man.
chances. I can't do that. That's just my deal breaker. I'm sorry. When you gonna grow up?
Well, for me, I'm learning now a deal breaker for me is I shouldn't have to constantly keep showing you something I showed you the first time. So, like, I know you have to teach somebody how to love you. But if I've shown you, I feel like we shouldn't be going through this months down the line, years down the line. Like that's a deal breaker for me at this point because like you said, we getting older. I don't
Mhm.
have time to constantly show somebody how to love me when I can just put that same energy into loving myself until somebody worthy comes along. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be even with I'm learning now with my family too. Like if I told y'all once before, hey, dig this hurting me. I shouldn't have to remind you every couple of months. Hey, did you remember that conversation when I told you this hurt me? You doing that shit again? Like, get it together.
Yeah, yeah, and that's how I feel too. Like my mom make a comment like you gotta be reminded sometime, and I do agree, but it's to a certain extent. But I feel like when I love someone, if you know that that hurt that person, you try to correct it.
Right,
It's a difference. You saying like yes, like we gotta remind our children. Sometimes I gotta be reminded. You gotta remind me sometimes.
right.
Like, did you? I understand it, but I think when it comes to when person's supposed to love you,
Yes,
because my mom have to remind me that how I gotta speak to her. That's something I don't have to remember and be
right.
reminded because I know that's respect and what it is. Or I don't need my child to remind me that they need clean clothes every day. Now, them certain things, you know. So when I go to that topic, like I do believe that certain people who have might need a reminder, or we shouldn't be so short with people. But it comes to a point when you say you love someone, and you see that's hurting me. I just feel like certain things just not to me.
Right,
I just agree to that. Like I can't just keep telling the dude that you supposed to, if you trying to pursue me, or you're my husband, or you're my mama, or you're my friend, and it's something that's bothering me and that you're doing, I can't keep saying, that I'm not gonna do that because if we at a point in our life where you want this woman or you want this man, so why are you
mm.
doing things that they told you? If you're trying to pursue someone, I thought you go harder. You
Or
don't
like
you
with
don't
friendships.
rumble.
Even
Friendship too.
spinning back with
Okay.
friendships. Like if I'm constantly telling you, hey, the way you moving, I'm not liking it, and you constantly do it, like you will stop doing it for a little bit, then you pop back up doing it. In my eyes now is I've had
Mm,
this conversation with you. You already know what it is. And I feel like you doing it because you know you can. Because in your mind, I'ma always be that same loyal friend. I'ma always be that person because you know loyalty over everything with me.
yeah. And I think
So
that sometimes like loyalty. And once, like I said, we definitely said we do that topic too. But like it's like a difference from being loyal and being stupid.
Yeah.
Loyalty can't expire. I don't care what no one say. That don't mean that you can't be loyal to yourself, but then loyalty to that person, you could just keep them up. That don't
Right.
mean you got to do something harsh to them. People don't really know that definition with that, you know.
See, another
And
thing is people forget that with loyalty, just because you're not fucking with a person no more, and you, like you said, you keep that loyalty to yourself. Because I know I never put nobody business out there. But at the end of
right,
the day, bitch, just know you no longer have me as that confidant.
yeah,
So whatever
right,
we talked about, yeah, it's going with me to the grave, but just know you will never have that same peace with me again.
yes, yes, that's true. Well, my question to you is, with not accepting, let's say I want to say about like a relationship, like let's say your partner, what boundaries do we shut with our partners, even if you with them? Let's say you married, like you
Ooh,
and I, right?
this hard.
What how do you think that? Because I struggle, I'm learning, but I'm
Ooh,
struggling so because I'm dealing with, and I just want to
yeah.
know, and my opinion too, but like things I'm working on, what things can we do with them boundaries? Like, is it a different shutdown boundary with the spouse you with?
Oh, you know what I'm learning? I'm learning that because I've dealt with such bad in the past, I'm learning slowly but surely that I brought that with me to this on the air
Mm-hmm.
of caution side. So, like, our main thing is he wants me to relinquish some type of power, right? Because in my mind, I have to have everything together. I have to
Yeah.
have all of my ducks in a row so I won't be let down. And in
Mm-hmm.
his mind, it's like, I'm showing you, I can be there, I can pick up the slack if you fall or woo woo. But in my mind, it's, I have to do this.
Mm, So
So,
are you saying that he basically, so I'm gonna make sure I'm understanding. So are you telling me that he's saying basically trust in me? I got
yeah,
this, but you're more like I gotta get it done now to
yeah,
see it.
yeah.
Okay. I can see
So,
that.
like,
Okay.
and it's hard because, if you want, like they said, a person to step up when you give them a chance if they want to. But how do
Mm-hmm.
you let them step up when you never give them a chance? Because in my mind, I'm like, gee, giving you a chance is giving you a chance to hurt me. Giving you a chance is giving you a chance to let me down. And if you let me down, I know it'll never be the same. So I don't really want to.
Yeah, be let down. So you
Yeah,
try to make sure you get yourself. Yeah.
right.
I agree with that too. Like, man, that's kind of a big thing to say, admit that too.
And see, all men ain't built to handle a strong woman. They
But
claim
I
they
feel like
want a strong woman, but they not
but
built to handle one.
yeah, and I have had a lot of people tell me that I intimidate. And I just feel like, okay, well, how strong are you then? Like, because they kind of bothers me, like, I don't want to intimidate nobody, but does that mean that I walk with a strong like sauna, you know what I mean? And I
Man,
just feel like the person wanted to be with me. And like I feel like if you see that, then you sit here and what are you gonna do about it? Then you show me that I don't have to have that strong, you know what I mean? I just feel
yeah,
like a man, if, a person too, a friendship too. If you see someone that got it, then humble me. Show me that it's more than that. Cause like you just said,
or like
break that bond.
show me that I can be in my soft space with you.
Right.
But
Right.
if you not showing me that I can be in my soft space, I gotta stay in my guarded space. I gotta stay in my protected space. Cause at the end of the day, people don't realize it's you against everything else.
Yeah.
So if I let you in my space and you tell me now it's us against everything else, and then you show me that it really ain't us against everything else, it's the fact that you enjoy my protection,
Mm,
or it's the fact that you enjoy what I bring to the table, but it's still you against everything else.
right. 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 Yeah. I mean, like, I just think that certain things, it's just like I'm more of like about more I'm not really hearing what no one's saying. I'm going off what people showing.
Yes.
And that's a lot to do with it. Like a person can tell you anything, you know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
baby. Won't that?
And I'm just in my life where I just can't accept just like everything. Like if you're doing something to make me feel a certain way, I'm not saying that I can't. Like I said, I don't care about like, hey, what's up? And you trying to fix like I apologize because I believe that a person can mess up and apologize and correct it right away. But
Right.
I got to be the. I just can't do that.
Right.
Even, like I'm starting to learn. I'm just learning. I'm dealing with just learning people for who they are, and
Mm.
I won't be. Like I feel like sometimes we're giving people too much credit than they deserve.
Yes.
Like I know who I married, I know who I deal with, I know who my family is. You know what I'm saying? So why I'm continually to let them bother me or rent space in the area where I got
Mm.
to cut them. The difference is, even when we say we got to cut the bound, like boundaries, what we're not going to accept or take. That don't mean that you just got to stop talking to the person. You just got to deal with that person at that level.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it comes a long way with that topic. I'm not saying that you just got can't not talk to no one again.
Right.
A certain
You
level
just gotta know.
point me. So if I know that you do this, you gossip, I won't tell you certain stuff. If I do this, if you know what I mean, if I
Right.
know that issue and I know that you can't be an ear, then I'm not gonna talk to you about it. You're not gonna get that kind of conversation. So I can still love you. You know what I mean?
Right.
In relationships. I know that certain things in a relationship a man can't handle. So why even though like I believe the topic, you know who you deal with. I hate when people play this
Yes.
game like you know who we deal with. Like you know your mama, you know your brothers, you know your cousin, like you know me. So you know what you ain't gonna say to me. You know when you having a rough
Right.
day, you know what I'm saying? You know a rough day and how my mouth might be of one thing, or I'm gonna be biased or something. So you're not gonna say that to me. So
Right.
until a moment when you could get your healing together. So I feel like sometimes we be in our emotions and we come to someone that we know we shouldn't come to.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
I get
And I think that's
exactly what you're saying.
flash over. So I think a lot of our relations, why we can't deal with our men or our friends, because we come at them at the wrong time. We know, I just feel like we know who we deal with. Either if you can't take it, accept what they are, then leave them alone.
Right.
But if you know certain things, like I'm not gonna come to you about that. I feel like you strongly, you're gonna get emotional. When I need you to be strong and you're gonna be emotional, I'm not gonna call you. And like, cause I know my cousin's gonna be so hurt with this. Like I'm gonna give her a minute and give my
Right.
thoughts. I'm not saying I won't tell you, but I might not come right at that moment
Right.
because you have passionate love for me. You know what I mean? And
Right.
sometimes when you want to be dumb or in a relationship,
Right.
just how I feel like about
I
it,
get
kind of.
what you're saying. But it's like, I don't know. I guess it comes with growing and getting older
Mm-hmm.
where you get to the point where you just want peace.
Yeah,
And you start to realize, giving people too much, or you start to realize like, oh, I've been pouring all my energy into everybody else, and when it come down to me, I'm tired.
yeah,
Like, so you start to learn, like, okay, I can only give this person so much. I can only give that person so much. I can only sit here and
right.
listen to this so much before I'm depleted. So it's all about telling people, hey, love you dearly, can't talk right now. Or somebody call you, text them, hey, not, hey, how you doing? I'm all right, but I'll talk to you a little later. Like, it's just boundaries, letting people know, like, I'm taking this time for me, not feeling guilty about it, not feeling bad about it. Because at the end of the day, nobody feels bad when they take time for them. Nobody
And it's like
feels bad when they
that's
using you up, because at the end of the day, certain people don't know how to stop taking. And unfortunately, we part of the people that don't know how to stop giving. And if
yeah,
you don't stop somebody, they'll never stop. So they'll take and take and take and take until you don't have nothing left to give. They'll wait till you replenish yourself, and then they'll come right back and take and take and take, never give nothing back. Whether that be with
right,
your friends, your man, your family, whatever. People will take and take and take till you have nothing left. Get mad
yeah,
when you have nothing left to give. And then when you finally go down low and replenish yourself, then they come
mhm,
right back around like nothing ever happened.
right. That's true. That's true, and that's why I'm just at the place where like you like you said, you just gotta learn how to like step back.
Yeah.
Do you think that you could be kind of like the problem too, though? Like I know you said it kind of in the beginning, like being the problem. Like how do we do it? Like how do we overcome this being the problem too? Because it's not just on everybody else. So sometimes, like you
Right.
said in the beginning, I know it'd be me.
I know
You saying like
sometimes I'm the problem.
your problem? Like, how do you? I guess I'm asking, like, how do we correct? Like, how do you feel? Like, how do we correct? Because I'm not always the right one.
Right.
I might come or having them baggage brought into a relationship,
Right.
or being upset still about something in the past and not letting go, or you know what I mean? So what's some things you think that we could do for self? Because it's not just on everybody else doing it to everybody. Because sometimes we be the problem. Sometimes it's easy to blame. And I'm not just saying it's us. I'm just
Right.
saying in
I'm
general.
learning to
Like,
listen twice so I can speak once.
huh?
I'm learning to listen twice so I can speak once.
Mm,
Meaning, like, I'm taking everything now for face value. I'm going to listen to what you say and I'm going to pay attention to what you say and see if you moving in the direction that you say you are. So I can only have to speak once on the situation and let it go. Because I
right.
realize for me, if I constantly speak on something, the more I speak on it, the angrier I get. Or the more
Mm,
I speak on it, the more aggravated I get because I'm like, why is we constantly going through this same realm of emotion that we done already discussed, went through, I told you, and you should have comprehended it when I told you because I put it in very simple terms so you can understand it.
mm,
Like
yeah.
even with family, this finna be 35 years in this with family. Y'all know me.
Yeah.
May seem complicated, but I'm not complicated. I don't ask for much and I give everything. So
Right.
why should I have to constantly spin the block on the same situation that we've been talking about for the past what, 15, 17 years?
Right. Right.
Shouldn't
Right. I
have
agree.
to.
Yeah, I'm doing too, like, the saying, sometimes we listen to respond. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I'm listening to understand.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm finna just be quiet to understand because sometimes we do, like, as a person, I jump to conclusions, or, you know, like I said, of my hurt or what someone done to me. Like, I do believe, like, we got to give people the benefit out that they can't change. But when you show me that you didn't, it's just like, that's why I said
Mm,
it's just no more. Like, I do believe that people could change. So I'm at the point where I'm gonna sit back and, like you said, I'm gonna listen, not to just respond. And that's what we do. We listen to just to respond. I want to
yeah.
listen to understand coming from, because I could be so set in my ways. Because I know I'm set some things in my ways, and
Mm,
I'm set in my ways, just like someone else. Like, I'm not just going off no one else. We all set in our own ways. So I'm taking ownership. And that's what the
right.
year I said I'm taking ownership for my own behavior. I know it's people that came around, but you also showed me something different. And like you go back to, I've been hurt, so I cannot keep letting someone nail that wound and rip
Mm,
that wound up. So it's like, if I see that, it ain't like someone said, like, you just gotta let it go, or basically, I just don't feel like I should minimize my worth
right.
and my, you know what I mean? And
Right.
people want you. They're not happy. They don't want to move forward and be better. See, I want to be better. So if I'm doing something, I could acknowledge, like you said, I have baggage and things I have, but if I'm willing to be open to fix things that's hurting you, I feel like someone should be for me. And if you're not doing
Right.
the same thing, that's a problem with you. I'm
Right.
sorry. That's just where I'm at with it. But I could take my ownership and saying, like you said, I'm gonna listen, not to just respond to people, but and so that things could be better in a friendship or relationship. But I am gonna listen to understand where you're coming from, so I know how to move
Right.
in a relationship. Some people just ain't built the way we are. You know what I mean?
And that's
And
okay.
I feel like sometimes we want people to just be on that same page as us. Then you got to associate yourself with people that's on that page. Then, so
Right.
you had to learn. You know what I'm saying, like, sometimes we want people to be somewhere, but that maybe not the person that's on that level with you.
Right.
And I'm not saying in relationships, like you said, in your relationship, you might have to come a different approach with your guy, your man,
Right.
your certain things you might can't do, or with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Certain approaches is gotta be different. But like I said, I'm just at the point where, like you said, we're older, and I know this is not for all the older people and younger. You're gonna learn as you grow. Like, this is why you get to this level, but you just gotta start paying attention. Like, I'm just at the point where I'm just gonna see what people showing me. I can't go off words no more.
Even like with the younger people, as so us being parents, when we tell you that we see something in one of your friends or whatever that ain't really sitting well with us, listen,
Yeah.
believe us because we've been there.
Yeah, but we didn't believe our parents, you know what I'm saying? So we believe them, but
We
it's
still
like you
wanted to do our own thing. But
we do
just think
understand,
about it. Had we listened, we could have avoided a lot of the hurt that we went through.
true. Because I said my mom, I said, man, I'm so sorry. I wish I would have heard you. But at the same time, it's hard. Like when you're a child, like we had to go back to when we was that age, we thought we knew everything because how I approach. And I think that for parents, we got to come with a different approach as parents. Because I definitely know what you're saying. I'll be telling my son, listen to me, I know what I'm talking about, but I have to learn another, like, a approach too. Like sometimes we got to do
Right.
them approaches. That's why we here too for younger people. And that's why I said we definitely want younger people to come and talk to us and give us advice. Like I'm not here telling you what to do, but I'm just gonna go down and tell you I've been there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be biased here. I've been
Right.
through it. We've been through it. I've been through it. We just saying we didn't listen to our parents, and that's why we struggling at this age or trying to get through it to have these conversations. And now seeing it so late because we
But
didn't
think
listen.
about
So
it, why it was so hard to listen to our parents, because we got the judgmental parent. You see what I'm saying? We got the parent. Well, some of us got the parent that didn't like. You didn't meet me when I was in that phase of my life, so you don't need to know about that phase of my life.
right,
And then
right,
some of us had the parent that was like, hey, dig this. I went through phases in my life and I'm sure you gonna go through them too. So let me break it down for you. So maybe, just maybe.
right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like we come to our kids on more of the side of, hey, dig this. I've been through some shit. And if
Yeah,
I can keep you from having to go through the same shit, listen to this. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I think that's why it'd be easier for our kids to take it from us versus us taking it from our parents. Because
yeah.
back then it was, you do what I say, not as I do, and leave it at that. No reasoning behind it, no nothing.
No, it's
With
just
our
like because I said
kids,
I'm
we
trying.
give
Yeah,
them examples. You see what I'm
right.
saying?
My sons and like was a little younger, but to my son, 18, like, hey, don't like right now. He left out. Why you didn't call and let me know? I just told you like things that's happening in this world. Don't get caught up because we not where we from.
Right,
Hey, I made it to my destination. It's just the little things, and I didn't do that growing up because I was so angry about things. But like you said, it go back to, but I break it down. So when I call him today, I'm like, why didn't you do it? It's just gonna be a friendly reminder. Quinn, anything can happen. Just because I'm not calling you all day, and just let me know you made it to your
right,
destination. Let that up on him until he gets it through his head because like I said, I don't have room for other people, but I have room to give. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with a reminder when it's your
right,
like when my son needs that reminder because he's becoming a young man. You know what I mean? So I'm
right,
not saying that we keep giving people reminders, just certain ones that don't, I'm not going to do it to. So I'm not saying I disagree that you can't remind people. It's just when you're at a place and we've been through this chapter so long,
right,
like with people that I just feel like, or I don't have to deal with it. It's just like, I don't feel like if I can't remind you and all that, I don't want to deal. I don't want to do that.
right.
That's just, so yeah. So
So
yeah,
we are coming down on our 2 minute mark.
yes,
So we
yes.
want to do some reflection, it's Black History Month, like,
Yes, I just want to tell everybody, love each other. Love us, y'all. We all we got, but we just so man, I just want us to come together as a people. Like I'm just seeing all this on the news and it's really breaking my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. Like, let's get this together, show them that we could be united. Come on. We hate ourselves, our own people.
and
Come
it's
on,
like
y'all.
we don't need to hate us because we got so many different groups of people that hate us just because we are us.
Yes. Like, come on. Stop it. Come on, y'all. Let's get it together. I've been seeing too many of these young generations, not going to be a lot of them 16-year-olds to 18, 20 years old. Just mamas, I hate being on Facebook. God dang.
Man,
Like, come on, y'all. Sisters, stop hating
pain
on each
of
other.
it. Whew.
Damn, compliment her. Oh, we got to be better. Compliment her. I hate her. Get on the level, see what she did if you want to know. Come on, everybody get the money. It's going to hurt the courage. Oh, this man. Teach your children Black history because I sure been lacking. And they don't even do this in the school no more.
No, they don't.
No, I'm keeping it real. I have to do better too. But I mean, you got someone say, I just come on, y'all, let's get it together. So it's sad, man. It's real sad. Oh.
Greatest quote I ever heard and ever read in my life was, if they want to have something from us, they put it in a book.
Mm,
Read it
mm,
while you can.
mm. I love reading. Yes. Yes. That's true. I want to say thank you. It's okay to get rid of them ties if you need to. Set your
Cut 'em.
boundary. Don't accept what you don't want to accept. Accept what you're going to accept.
And look, just because we say cut ties don't mean you got to stop talking to somebody completely. You can get them a hey, how you doing? Just keep moving. Like just know what level you deal with them on.
Yes, exactly. It's okay. And it's okay to change the scenario. I always say that. It's okay.
Thank you
So,
for joining us on Take It or Leave It podcast.
what you need,
Leave what you don't.
and we'll be back again.
Until next time.
Peace.
Bye.